Hello, welcome to An Educational Moment. I'm your host, Dr. Pat Dingle. Today I have some very special ladies on to share about their own personal business. As you know, our show is designed to help underrepresented minorities, low-income individuals, and others learn about different career fields and also trends in the educational field. Now to our guests. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
I'm so delighted to have you here today.
Thank you for inviting us.
Dr. Franklin and Miss Alfreda Parker Lopes.
Thank you.
Our guests today, as I have just introduced, are Dr. Joann Franklin and Ms. Alfreda Parker Lopes. Ladies, again, I'm so delighted to have you here. Would you like to tell me the name of your business?
The name of our business is Support Staffers LLC.
Okay, Support Staffers LLC. And what exactly is your business? A short description.
Ms. Lopes.
Support Staffers is, we are a consulting company. Then we consult in the following fields of information technology, human resources, and education. We do this for government companies or commercial companies and government companies also.
Okay, so you're a consulting firm.
Yes.
Basically, Support Staffers LLC.
Yes.
Okay. Well, how long have you ladies been in business?
We've been in business since 2001.
Okay. All right. That's great. What led you into this particular business field?
Well, we both started out in law firms supporting attorneys. One of the things that we realized is that there was a great need to train legal secretaries because as someone working in that field and having been a secretarial manager, I saw that there was a great need. So I decided to venture out and start my own organization, my own company as trainer. And what we did, basically, we trained legal secretaries to become better at what they were doing. We also specialized in training, which was intellectual property. And we also placed them in various law firms throughout Washington, D.C.
Okay. Well, that's pretty exciting because if you're trained to do a very good job, then you really become in demand. Also, if you have a company such as yourselves that trains employees to perfection, then of course the graduates of your programs will be in great demand, as will be your services. So I commend you. That's a great, idea to have a support staffers company. Fantastic. Well, now that I know about your company, and I also know about why you were sort of led into your company, what would be the criteria that would be necessary for a person as yourself? Say somebody was interested in going into support staffing in terms of like maybe having their own business, training business. What would be necessary for them in order to have the background in order to do such a job?
I think one of the things that they have to have is a passion for wanting to make a difference in the life of someone else. They have to become an expert in the field that they're currently in. It's not enough to say, oh, I want to be a consultant, and you have absolutely no consulting experience or no experience in anything. Or if you do have experience in something, it's not the field that you want to go into in terms of consulting.
Okay, I think that's an excellent point that you make, Dr. Franklin. If you want to be a consultant, you do need to be an expert in the field in which you are consulting for. And I think this is a great point because so oftentimes I have found that people are purported to be experts, but in fact, they aren't.
Right.
And it's very evident from the level of professionalism that you witness. Also, you are very aware that they are not expert in the field because they're giving misinformation or they're giving outdated information.
Right.
So I like the fact that you pointed out they need to be experts. And experts means not a novice, not somebody new to the field, but somebody who has had their feet in the field and actually have experience and know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
After all, as a consultant, your character is on the line. As a consultant, people are depending upon you to give them good information. So that's an excellent point that you made.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Lopez, did you have any comments that you wanted to add in terms about experience or content knowledge that someone would need to be a consultant in the area in which you're discussing?
Well, I agree with my partner because we have lifelong experience in the things that we have been doing together, and we have been working together for years before we even started the business. And I agree with her that you should be an expert in what you and what you know and what you're going to consult about.
Okay, all right, great points. Now I want to look at, we have a lot of young people who look at this program, and we have a lot of adults who look at this program. Actually, it goes to all of Prince George's County, and of course, if you just tuned in, you're looking at an educational moment. But what I want to ask you, ladies, at this point is, I want to ask you, what would a young person need to do in order to go into this field? Maybe a little bit of information about, how did you go about starting your own business? Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to have you also think about what is some other information that you would like to share with them about careers, like choosing a career.
Well, one of the things that I want to say to the young people or the viewers out there, particularly the young people, stay in school. Mm-hmm. Because nothing is more important than staying in school. I know that there are a lot of students out there, a lot of children, once they turn a certain age, they want to think that they're out there, they're on their own, they have a nickel and dime job, and they think that that's fine. But the most important thing is to stay in school, because at the end of the day, you have to rely on what you know, not what you do.
Okay. Ms. Lopez?
And I agree with her also, but before the program, we talked about an organization called Junior Achievers. Okay. And they teach children to be entrepreneurs, mm-hmm. how to go into business, okay. how to think about business, and to make that, if that is what they want in the future, or if they want that as a part of their to be an entrepreneur. And Junior Achievement is one way that they can get started.
Okay, so belonging to Junior Achievers would help them get started. Also, I'm sorry, excuse me for a second. Yes, Ms. Lopez?
I was going to say they teach you how to start a business and all about it.
Okay, that's great. Now, of course, to start a business, you're a limited liability company, correct?
Yes.
So typically, a lot of times with a limited liability company, you need to get an attorney involved. Mm-hmm. You also need to make sure that the individuals that you're working with, you know them, and that also that there's a clear delineation of what is going to be done, mm-hmm. What the company is about in terms of mission. Also, the people that you become involved with in the business, of course, you need to know them. You need to trust them, have a level of confidence mm-hmm. in them. And also, you need to have a delineation of duties, because any organization, if you don't have a delineation of duties, the organization cannot be successful, because people have different jobs in the organization. Now, young people, of course, need to understand, as you see these beautiful two women on the show today,